When Freen finally opened up about Becky, the interview that melted hearts. Intro: A confession in disguise. Sometimes, the most powerful love stories aren't told through grand gestures or public declarations. They unfold in quiet words during interviews, in the way someone talks about another with warmth that can't be faked. For Freen Sorocha and Becky Armstrong, fans have always seen their bond, in glances, gestures, and laughter. But it was during one interview that everything changed. It was the day Freen, usually calm and composed, finally let her guard down and spoke about Becky in a way that felt different, more real. That day, the interview wasn't just about their career. It was about their connection, a bond so genuine, it left fans replaying every second, every smile, every pause. When Freen spoke her heart without saying too much, it began innocently. The interviewer asked a simple question. What's one thing about Becky that no one else sees, but you do? Freen froze for a moment. Not because she didn't know what to say, but because she did. You could almost see the flood of thoughts crossing her mind. Then she smiled softly and said, "She's stronger than people think. And softer too. She always carries everything quietly. I notice it." There was silence in the studio for a few seconds after that, the kind that only happens when truth is spoken. Becky, sitting beside her, blinked rapidly. Her expression caught between surprise and emotion. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't fan service. It was Freen being real. And in that moment, fans across the world felt it. The authenticity, the care, and the quiet love wrapped in those few words. The way Freen looked at her. Throughout the rest of the interview, Freen's body language said what her words didn't. Whenever Becky spoke, Freen listened like nothing else mattered. Her eyes softened, her smile lingered, and every now and then, she'd laugh quietly at Becky's little jokes, the kind of laugh that belongs only to someone who knows you deeply. Fans later slowed down clips and pointed out small details. How Freen leaned closer when Becky got nervous, how her hand subtly brushed Becky's when the cameras turned, and how her expression changed whenever Becky was praised. It wasn't just admiration. It was affection, the kind that doesn't fade when the cameras stop rolling. Becky's response that said everything. Later in the same interview, the tables turned. Becky was asked what she had learned from Freen after all these years of working together. She hesitated for a moment, smiled, and said, "She taught me how to be brave, not by words but by example. She doesn't say much, but she makes you feel safe. Always." Freen looked away immediately, shy but visibly moved. You could almost see her fighting a smile, or maybe something deeper. The interviewer, sensing the tension and tenderness, joked, "You two seem really close," to which Freen simply replied, "We've been through a lot together. It's not just work anymore." That was the line that sent the fandom into chaos. Because it wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. Soft, sincere, and full of meaning. The internet couldn't handle it. Within hours, clips of the interview flooded every platform. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, fan pages everywhere. Captions like, "The way she looks at her," and "Freen finally said it without saying it," dominated timelines. Fans dissected every moment. The tone in Freen's voice, the warmth in Becky's eyes, and even the small smile that lingered between them after the cameras cut. Some said it felt like a confession. Others said it was proof that their bond had evolved beyond co-stars, into something beautifully unspoken, something real. Ending, words that changed everything. By the time the interview ended, it wasn't about the series or their upcoming projects anymore. It was about them. Two people who have shared laughter, growth, and moments that transcend the screen. Freen didn't need to say "I care" for her outright. She showed it in every pause, every glance, every smile that softened whenever Becky was near. That interview wasn't just content. It was a glimpse into their hearts. And for fans, it became a treasure. The day Freen finally opened up, the day love spoke softly, yet loudly enough for the world to hear.